All right, friends, so today I'm going to just kind of refresh your memory on the base 10 blocks that we used. So if you look at these I'm sure look familiar to you. So what I have here, these are our units. Now remember, they have two names. They're either units or you can call them ones. And how we count them by their value. Remember, value is how much each one by itself is worth. So I'm going to count it like this. One, can we see that? Let me see. Let's put it down just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what Miss Medina does, Miss Medina likes to put her things or her objects in orders by 5, just so that it's easier for us to count. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have these 10 units or these 10 ones, which we can compose into our next block, which would be a 10, or its second name, which is a rod. So these 10 ones we can compose into a rod. And a rod has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units. But we should know right off the back that if I see this block right here, I automatically know that this is a 10 or a rod. Now our next block that we have is our hundreds block. Now, just like the other blocks, this one also does have two names. So it is either a 100 or a flat. Now, how many units do you think are in this 100? Well, it's in the name. Remember, each one of these represents 1. The value is 1. And they have them all right here. So there are 100 units in this block. Now, if you also notice, you see that it's kind of separated, right? It's kind of separated by this little line. Well, it looks familiar because we can make a flat out of these rods. Now let's see how many rods it takes to make a flat. We have 1, 2. So we can count it by ones or we can count it by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now it looks just like the block on the bottom. Let's see how many it took us to compose this flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It took us 10 rods to compose this flat. Now our next block, we didn't really get to use much in first grade, but now that we're second graders, we get to see this block. And this block, you might remember, might look familiar. We might have shown it to you all last year, is a thousands cube. So this one has its two names. It's 1,000 or it is a cube. And this is just a little reminder of our base 10 blocks. So we have our ones, in the camera, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Because now that we're second graders, we're going to get into 4-digit numbers.